Of course.
Also, what Fnatic ban? Asked me to do. Okay,
Get-
Okay, let me see.
Spectre's been banned.
Flash, Sierra Ursa, Darkseer Ursa, and
5 seconds remaining.
something cool. What's cool? Tusk.
The Tusk, okay. I mean, the Tusk, the Ursa so far is probably the only prediction that I'm like, haven't really seen this qualifier personally. But let's have a little bit of a focus on the bans as well. We see the Medusa come out. I feel like that makes sense. Fnatic have been
Themselves up, have a game. I think they're
5
also worried if
seconds
they don't.
remaining.
I think Luna's just underpicked. Fast flash farming carry, but also strong laning state. Unlike some of the other. Well.
Well, of course, once you get
I think Luna's just underpicked. Fast flash farming carry, but also strong laning state. Unlike some of the other. Well.
just the problem is a lot of
5 seconds
hyper
remaining.
carries are not really good right now. Already banned out, so it's gonna be
Dyer's ban now.
that's the Juggernaut.
They're having to go left
Radiant
field.
I was gonna say, just as you bring it up.
Lifestealer? I mean, it's a good hero. It's good against all the heroes Fnatic has. Just a little bit worried that Fnatic has the last pick, right? They're gonna counter this Lifestealer in the lane.
Yeah, I guess the nice thing is you can. They ban Slardar.
10 seconds. 5 seconds
Just one
remaining.
Slaughter. What is the other one? Like, Lifesteal is so strong in lane. It's very hard to... But even then, you kind of beat Legion in lane, but yeah, Def likes to play it. What is it? Maybe some Wind Ranger or something? Like, annoying? I don't know. Nobody really picks that, I guess.
Do they want to go for someone that could, you know, just slowly poke away at heroes, just slowly chipping down their health, just trying to be annoying really early game, you think?
Possibly. But it's gonna... It looks like a Nyx 4, right? And a Baron... Could this be the Baron off lane?
Well, and of course, Black, they can just put Leshrac in the off. They're gonna know the big match. They see what... They're gonna see Armel's hero and be like, okay, do it. That'll last.
And the Legion Commander that we spoke about.
And the Doom is also gone as well. But it makes sense. If I was either of these teams, I would not want it to go through, especially after seeing its performance that it's had. But I also know I talked to you yesterday, Gods, about the Batrider. You kind of talked me out of believing in it, and then it got picked up today. Do you think, not potentially in this game, but at all in this series, that we can see a Batrider come out? Is there the possibility of a strength showing Batrider?
Yeah, for sure. The hero has a place that it's usually as a counter.
Dire's turn to
stuff,
pick.
that you want to against Abaddon. I don't that rider, but Fnatic against DK, against Lifesteal.
Yeah, this game is a little unlikely. They already have pretty good answers in
5 seconds remaining.
TNC. I don't think Armel... I mean, he plays a good Dragon Knight, of course, but I don't think it's a hero like he excels on. I like him more on these
pucks.
pucks.
Want to play it.
Yeah.
It's like the...
Radiant's turn to pick.
He's not asking. Puck! He's asking for the puck.
I thought I heard you say puck, and I was like, whoa, hasn't been banned. I feel like surely it's going to come out. It just kind of makes sense. With that puck, what's Fnatic going to be picking Black to counter that one?
Well, now they have a lot of options. They already sort of have it countered with the Nyx Assassin. Leshrac lanes decently against Puck, but they could also just put it against the Lifestealer. Pick another mid hero that'd be...
I feel like something kind of be thinking. Yeah, the sports Abaddon kind of does it, but they want like some kind of, you know, traditional offlane. It'd be cool. Leshrac offlane can be that, but like...
It's a little hard to find. Would go really well with the Luna. The draft overall, you have a BKB piercing stun. It doesn't lane terribly against Lifestealer. I don't know if Def likes that sort of hero.
Never heard on my emails being
Tidehunter. Choose your hero.
Tidehunter, okay, that's more of a Def hero for sure. Isn't that great against Lifestealer though? Like at all.
Not great. Yeah. It's like Abby's gonna have a perhaps it fits the game. It's like, here's this big tanky frontliner. We're gonna give them the team fight. Games are going 15 minutes, and if you're going 15 with
Yeah, Fnatic looks like a really strong sort of late game here, but I am going to side with TNC for this one. I just really like the look of Lifestealer as well as Lion. Lion's actually now one of the most picked heroes throughout the TI qualifiers, which is pretty insane. Absolutely skyrocketed there. But Gods, which team do you want to go for, and do you want to give me a time prediction again? How long do you think this game's going to go for?
I feel like Fnatic had similar to TNC be able to do well in the lifestyle lane. I think Fnatic's safe. Fnatic may be able to smoke. I think Lunia will be able to farm lifestealers. Fnatic might win this one
float to the top eventually.
Quicker than 40, wow. What a prediction.
That's a big, yeah. Where are you going to sit with this one then, Black?
I also think Fnatic's draft looks really good. This Abaddon answers
Jump into game number 1, and I'm looking to see you guys back here in hopefully 40 minutes.
All right. Thanks, Nat. Wow, I love that we've got to a point back where I'm at a 35-minute game. With how these NCAA qualifiers go, a 35-minute game is definitely a quick game.
I mean, yeah, like all of these teams are definitely taking the term "let's play it safe, guys" to another level. Playing it super safe every time. High ground, 5v3. Let's go back, boys. We're gonna find the jungle a little bit. Like definitely, if that was like an online qualifier for another tournament, they would be playing way more aggressively. But you can understand them. It's just
you played TI qualifiers a few times. Was it you get that kind of feel whenever you played TI qualifiers compared to a not-net?
Especially the first time, yes, but after that, I honestly kind of got annoyed with a lot of my teammates because they kind of fell into the same pattern. And I was like, yo guys, we can't be this scared. I know there's a lot on the line, but we gotta play properly, you know, because a lot of wins actually slip away or become quote-unquote like risky wins because you're not pressuring when you should be pressuring. We have seen it a lot in this qualifier as well, where the team that's ahead and should be pressuring is just happy farming and the other team comes back because of it.
See, what the approach is going to be here, perhaps that's a takeaway from Fnatic.
30 seconds
going
to
back
battle.
to day one, with me when we cast the Omega, I think that was with Ponlo.
What's the Ponlo, yeah?
Losing the early game. They were really struggling in the late. Felt like Fnatic were this, let's sit back and just wait. They've kind of got decent late game with them.
Yeah, I think so too. Like Luna wants to get 2-3 items fast. They just group up together. Why does Lifestealer still weak? Because if they're both equally farmed as Lifestealer and Luna, Lifestealer will win that matchup pretty handily.
Two great vehicles with a fucking Dragon Knight with a top-lane DK. We're going to see a big scaling for TNC late game. Will have an edge.
Yeah, I would agree. It's just I think the pace might be a little bit too fast for them. That's why I chose Fnatic early on. Like Puck won't really have an easy time cutting waves to delay tower pushes because of the Nyx Assassin. They have Edict, Luna, even Abaddon, the Curse of Avernus. Be good pushing support.
I love the meta development here. We've got 14 sentries on the
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not buying sentries. Those things cost 50 gold. You don't get money back when you deward a sentry. You know, it's not worth
Yeah, I only buy sentries for ops, exactly. If there's a sentry, I'm like, hey, Oracle, I got a sentry. Thank you. Or when I play against TI, I do it too because I get money back. I'll get money.
Pressure down bottom, forced to pop Fairy Fire.
Okay.
What's the
Very
stroke of
aggressive.
fate if he pops Mango, but
How did CS looking then? Mid lane very even. Lifestealer tight also very, like all lanes are very, very even right now.
this has been
เสียวจังไหนนี่ไหวบอ
like
นี่
also evenly matched, skill-wise, player-wise. Every lane is just like scores on both. Going crushing any. Perhaps that's gonna Fnatic. Even then, he takes easy.
DJ, be careful here. Have a Dragon Tail.
Yeah, he shield. Dragon tailed after the shield, taking a lot of damage. Die here, but he is taking a lot of damage. Not fishing.
There's some region coming with the courier still for the Fnatic side, so they should be able to sustain no problem. And I guess Tidehunter against Lifestealer is actually not that bad, right? You just kind of free farm yourself also because of the anchor smash. Lifestealers don't really build into rage anymore, right? Like you skill the passives nowadays. Or jabs.
But I'm so
it doesn't feel like
much
top
more.
lane's a lane we're going to see any action. More likely unless we see the mid laners rotate down bottom. Action once. I mean, we've already seen a bit.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a more passive early game for both. Lesher come online, probably start rotating to the side lanes.
That's the one lane that's starting to swing one way. Mid lane is going. Now Lion trading flows down bottom, Abaddon. Stroke with trading flows, but yeah, the puck, Leshrac or Mel, one of the most mechanically solid mid laners, and we still see the mid with Fnatic and sometimes Chuan, amazing in the mid to late game, but his laning sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, especially in a Leshrac who starts with like 48 base damage or something, it can be a little bit iffy sometimes to get the lane the way you really want it to. But once you get level 6, you'll just be able to farm jungle, no problem.
Heroes.
Blind to stun on Armel, but nicely sidesteps it.
Yeah, as you said, he's a really, really talented player. One of the best, if not even the best mid laner, just mechanically in SEA.
SEA is the region laners. I mean, they're just one of SEA's biggest exports. Top teams in the world. I bet in the past mid one, you've got nothing. Talented mids, and I feel like talented.
I think that's the key word here, talent. Like, this region always had so much talent, it's just they have a very hard time getting it all together and finding like a voice that can put it all to work together, right?
But yeah, we had some. Behind him in mid lane. Oh. Like he was trying to find a creep to infest into. Like as soon as he popped that aggressive rage, he's like he realized what was about to maybe happen to him, but get the infest off in time.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate because that was the lane they were supposed to be winning at least. Is he picking bottom now? His lifesteal, okay. You want to start pressing the tower with the dragon form. And they have no Ravage, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to defend this one. Tidehunter also pretty low on health. And no Eclipse available.
Yeah, no Eclipse. So go for a 2-2-2 build. Probably just going to max the Glaze and not get Eclipse until level 9, level 10.
Yeah. Yeah, we see a lot of Lunas even just go 1 level in beam and just max it to passives. They want to go super greedy.
You need someone to defend this mid lane, and there, yeah, here we go. He's going to come in from the puck. Electric level 4 Edict will melt this tower in no time at all. They don't have a cliff here, so that Edict gets powered on a half health, and Hale onto Armel. He's in some trouble, but he's going to look to turn and fight with a TP coming in from Puck. Coil is there, he shields after the stun. Great defensive play from DJ, who's trying to buy time for Electric to get to the regen room, but it doesn't look like he's going to do so with Gabby testing on in. The regen's going to be claimed by Armel. They're going to get DJ as well. They get a couple of kills there. Elsewhere, but a great rotation.
Yeah, it was a very quick rotation. Life set TP bottom. He probably thought he doesn't have a TP, so he just infests into the Dragon Knight who then TP's middle. Gives him a free taxi. Very quick movement here from TNC. Stall this early game out a little bit more.
Dyer's top tower is about to take top tower.
If TNC can get this mid tier 1 tower, you gotta imagine Fnatic probably want to defend this one, right?
100%. Like, this mid tower is so important, you can't give it up this early.
Trying to drag creeps off. Luckily, there's no dragon form and not really the strongest pushing potential from these TNC heroes. Stack's been stolen. TNC have walked into this jungle and found a triple stack there. Neutral item. Someone get it up! Oh, DJ just stole the neutral item, I believe. Tron is going to hit the Split Earth onto the Dragon Knight, look to bring him down with a Pulse Nova damage. They're going to be one neutral item short. 17-minute mark is Armel going to get ravaged in the mid lane as well. They bring down the puck. Great time to Fnatic. Punish them at that neutral stack.
Alone stuns the Lash who gets shielded and just dies to him.
Dire structures are
A little bit of a miscommunication there, and as you said, Arcane Ring has been stolen by the Abaddon, which is a pretty big item too for them.
Yeah, the tier 1s is where it's now there's going to be 5 on the Radiant team and none, oh sorry, well 3, sorry, none right now, but 3 soon on TNC.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a
definitely going to be a big problem.
Even meanwhile, while this is all going on, just farm away top. Got a 3rd point of Luna Blessing. Is this the I feel like I usually see in the Glaives. Is this another way to build the Luna with the passive?
desolation.
Passive?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this either. If your goal is to just farm, hold that thought. Bok might be in a little bit of trouble.
Ash, follow up. Body blocks, jabs. No movement for you, sir.
A 3rd level onto Beam also. He's all over the place with his skill build.
The smorgasbord of skill points. Bit of everything. Mid lane DJ doesn't have level 6 yet. Gets foiled. Armel hitting a lot with this Abaddon. Can he actually get him? Yeah, he will. And the stroke of fate is needed as well, but he got the goal before he came in with the siege wagon. They will take this T1 mid tower. Can they get denied? No, they can't. Fnatic will.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
And his team fights are going to be a little bit of a problem here for TNC. They don't have a huge amount of damage, and Leshrac itemized into a hood. He has an Abaddon behind him. It's going to be very hard to take down this Leshrac, who will deal a ton of damage just by being next to you. How do you deal with this guy right now?
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
I guess the idea is the lifesteal is going to get farmed enough and use the rage fight the Leshrac, because Leshrac is not to be that protected against the physical damage. I guess that's one thing that TNC have going.
That is true, and he just finishes Armlet as well. There's a smoke coming down here by Puck and Lion. Potentially looking for the slash, but he's already protected by the Abaddon.
Fnatic deward the area as well as Jabs goes running in. He needs to be careful. There's a sentry ward nearby. A couple of sentry wards down the front line. They pop another one and they're going to get the Hex. They find Jabs, Boomy ready.
Oh, he gave him the instant treatment.
Bottom lane.
Yeah, he gave him everything. Wasn't even that concerned about the finger stack. Still gets it in the end, but yeah. Def is taking top lane. Not the biggest fan of it, to be honest. I feel like Luna should be taking the top farm. Tide is kind of stealing it away from her. Now she only has
For a while we saw Raven there, but now Raven's kind of gone back to the angle where there aren't any stacks. That's one thing Fnatic. It feels like, you know, they were so busy and focused on these lanes, they didn't have time to create those stacks to really accelerate the
Yeah, and also because of his skill build and the way Fnatic is playing the map, he's actually behind the lifestealer in goal, which is very strange. Not something you usually see.
Lifestealer even has the death to his name and still slightly ahead. some of that tower gold is part of the reason why, but next move is going to be to take down this tier 1 mid tower despite the Leshrac edict. Be something they want to set their eyes on fairly soon.
100%. Lash is so strong right now with this Abaddon. They have a Ravage as well.
I'm going to be playing in the trees.
It's so dirty.
500 Ravage to kind of help them out here. They get the deny. TNC, no, they can't defend it, but they can deny it, so.
They're chasing the buck here.
Yeah, tries to parapet, but he got the Impale instead. Travis. Armel, can he jaunt away? No, he got the coil out. Let's still go down here. Is there any follow-up from TNC? They get the Impale out onto Juan on the left track. Denies 2 Hero Soulbind. Pulls in DJ. DJ getting stunned up. Now he gets Hex as well. He can't help out his buddy. They pick out the left track. The Gabby life still a rotation. They want Jabs now as well. He doesn't have a carapace for a couple of seconds. Gabby has to be careful. He invests into Bok, negating the Eclipse damage. Now the Breathe Fire doing some decent damage to get Raven low, force him back. Blue's line on the back lines here. Death is just unkillable, at least to a certain extent. He may now find himself in 4 heroes. What can he do about it with the puck respawning? No trouble for him. Nice stun coming out on the Tins as they are going to bring him down as well. Jabs has to throw away his life to buy some space for them to get out as well, secure an extra kill. Death wants to run. Going to get caught by a Dragatail if Fox can get enraged.
Constantly shielding.
Nice stun coming out on the Tins as they are going to bring him down as well. Jabs has to throw away his life to buy some space for them to get out as well, secure an extra kill. Death wants to run. Going to get caught by a Dragatail if Fox can get enraged. on the Fnatic side.
They're just going into the pit. Ravage is available, so why not?
Bouncy.
This team fight is going to be hard for TNC. If they can win it though, I think they have a very good foothold in this game.
best with TP to TP, and instead Fnatic just get erosion. It's like, okay, let's cut our losses. We'll just take a tier 2 and not contest row.
Yeah, I think they're still okay with that though. This Grimstroke timing is going to be absolutely massive. 150 gold away from it. This Luna just finished her Skadi. I still don't know how they're going to kill this illusion. Anchor Smash doesn't work on it. None of Flashrock's spell work on it. They just have no... Puck finished his Yule Scepter, and
By the way, I'm still picking up a BKB, so yeah, this Orchid is going to feel...
Dire's bottom tower.
oh, he's going BKB instead of Satanic. Very interesting. Usually you see the Satanic in this spell.
Here we go, they're going high ground. Fnatic saying if they can get this tower... Portrait bounce around, they get a nice blink ravage in, they're trying to blow up their light shield. They succeed in doing so. He doesn't get the rage up. The Portrait is there at 3. Hero combo that Soulfight into absolute TNC destruction. They're going to look to chase down DJ as well. The saves just weren't there. There was just too much freaking damage as they killed Luna a second time. Oh, Tim's. He just set everybody up for a massive fight there.
Wow. We just spoke about how good this Portrait is, and it just obliterates all of them. They get a good coil on like 3-4 heroes. Sure, they lose their lifestealer for it, but it's a massive win. It was like a 6-1 fight.
Oh, yeah, everybody grouped up in a coil, the Earth Spike, the Chain Stun, and they're like... See, if Fnatic had seen not, but he died and then they team wiped.
Yeah.
He's up there with the top net worth hero. The Nyx Carapace, when you're burrowed, what's the gonna drag out.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't blame him after watching these qualifiers.
I'm getting lots of stacks, and also, you know, the health of 5 builds is not bad.
Does it impact their mentality towards the game?
Fine, then I guess how easy to off is. I guess the puck does pretty well. Kind of jump in, blink an orb out while Dagoning or something.
You can also pop it with Phantom's Embrace instantly, but it doesn't even fly out. It's just an instant pop on the Lincolns. Luna's going for her. You go high ground, you get the tower unexpectedly, and suddenly the enemy's like, oh, we're done. We can't defend this.
You can buff her other ways, you know. Or maybe give her a talent.
Silence.
But a 25 talent? I wouldn't mind it. They're terrible anyways.
I'd say 25 talent just to get back something they used to have sounds kind of brutal. But yeah, like you say, Luna's 25's, I mean, see, probably what, 30% lifesteal?
Yeah, like the Eclipse mini-stun is pretty good if you have Axe Scepter, especially with the Refresher, just perma-stun people. But he's going for the cookie cutter build. Has an Illusionist cape as well. Yep. And the Lincoln's finished on him.
25 will be important. Is range duration, I can imagine, is going on. Still got a full level to go. Fnatic not been giving TNC time to sit back there, considering this high ground. The double Lincolns now, tied as well as Luna, both have one.
Yeah, they're just going to be sticking it on the Luna. Make sure they don't get it ported at all. He's dropping every item on Luna. What's happening? Just to use the illusion escape. What kind of gimmick is happening here?
Easy.
Oh, so he doesn't get the dark portrait illusion or what?
Oh, clever, clever.
I mean, he stood there for like 10 seconds. Like, man, you're probably gonna practice it a bit in demo mode first.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess that's the downside of the illusion escape, is that it makes an easy way to get the dark portrait image for.
yeah. Same with the Manta also. He keeps doing it, but really, I don't know how efficient it is, because he's not Thompson level of button clicking. Like, if you watch some people play, the way they drag items in and out is insane. And they're so fast. How do they do that?
Are scanning for
I tried that.
You're going to be so precise too.
Yeah.
There you go. TNC, they're smoked up. They're looking to make their move out of their base. Put an observer on the high ground. They don't reveal sentry or anything as Radiant have any way to know there's a ward here right now, I believe. They go, new ward.
Okay, I'm DK. Not sure why. They didn't see them, right? Could potentially gone for move.
Scanning for enemy.
And themselves are smoked up. Fnatic can just group aside. They know this is do or die time. Roche can respawn in 10 seconds, so this is where winning or losing a fight could lead to Roshan potentially, or just game over if you're one of these.
Oh, Tim's!
Buyback.
So careful.
Get picked off with Blink in. Death doesn't go for the Ravage. Tims has not got the A on this yet. He's going to be the first target. He does have buyback, I believe. There's going to be a Blink pop. Dragon Tail, he catches out the back lines. He kicks out. Nix, who's forced to immediately buy back the DK on the front lines. Once DJ. DJ will be a great pickup for them. That takes away so many of these saves. He doesn't have buyback. He's dead for 8. The Soulbite catching out too. Where's the Dragon Tail? The Loops have been stunned, pushing them back. Hex up 2. Double Hex into a double Impale. They're absolutely getting destroyed. Gabby with the BKB Rage as well. Chuan getting brought down on the Leshrac. Gets the physical damage there. It's going to be close, and they bring him down before the TP. Oh no! Ed Leshrac without buyback. TNC have won a crucial fight here. And they may get more. Death's Lincoln Spear. They're going to do so much for him. Damage is there to bring down the Titan, who also does not have buyback.
It just shows you how strong this combination is of Grimstroke Lion, Hex, Impale Finger on both of them. And Leshrac unfortunately died. He fumbled a little bit with his inventory. Plate Mill was in the backpack. He would have lived otherwise, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, the Grimstroke this game has been huge. The Dark Portrait, as well as all the spells they're comboing.
Yeah.
Dragon Tail as well, that they've had multiple heroes in some of these fights. It's just absolutely destroyed Fnatic. And
Nix Korea? Up in 90 seconds. Armel has been a beast this game.
Mel, what can he find?
Oh, Lion. And just go for the nullifier to, of course, counter the Nyx assassins.
There is a Leshrac Wind Waker, so
Oh yeah.
he mates with this.
Dyer's top.
But that
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
now definitely going to be managing that buyback, which has come back up. Both teams have just spent the last... It's like, okay, there's no Roshan for... Like, they lost Aegis right away, so it's like, all right, let's just wait for 8 minutes and then we'll meet again at the Roche Pit Black. That seems to be how the SCA Dota goes.
I've seen more than enough of that yesterday in that 140... What was the 104-minute game or whatever it was.
Yeah, you were all over on the mainstream and we're having like 9 hours for 2 best of 3. We had a single, 100-minute game. It's been wild. This SCA qualifiers has been quite the spectacle. Whereas casters, players alike.
Yeah, I wonder if you compare to other regions how it compares in terms of duration. Going on DJ here.
Way higher, yep. On the abandon, but looks like on the backline's death on the tide is the target they want.
Oh, they're crushing him!
And the life will bring him down. Yeah, with the puck axe coil, he can't actually get away from this one. They want the tide, he manages to get brought down, but instantly buying back. Now there's a Dark Portrait. Raven's just hitting the Dark Portrait, but now he's got a Gabby lifesteal to worry about. He 4 stops away from the lifesteal and catches up the support Lion. Nice find. This DK. Gunned up, but gets the BKB on afterwards. It's just clear for the TP out. Any answer to the BKB TP?
Feels like we've seen that just about 3 minutes ago.
Yep.
Pretty much same spot.
Tide goes down by his back. Lion has the buyback.
But did you see how the game ended? Somebody Boots of Travel 2'd onto the Dragon Knight and he cliffed himself because Dragon Knight was flying over a cliff. And then he died after a buyback. That was the worst way ever for the game to end.
That is just heartbreaking, yeah.
I really felt bad for them.
And then that happened. It's like, things you're never going to consider that when you're casting that Boots of Travel 2 on your team. You're just assuming, like, yeah.
And the worst thing is, he had Blink Dagger. He just didn't know he was up there because, as you said, he just didn't think about it at all. DK on also level 25 now.
Go from here. Yeah.
AoE Dragon's Tail is also a massive game turner potentially. It's basically an RP.
I guess, and here it'll stun people through Lincoln if you target someone else, right?
I don't think it's a target ability anymore, right? It's kind of like Storm Vortex now.
AoE. Okay.
Yeah. I think it forgoes Lincolns entirely.
เป็นเกมที่ดี
I haven't tested it. I'm not 100% sure, but that's how Storm Vortex works. So I think it's a similar.
I was thinking you still had to target something, but no longer easy to target
The
then.
impurities.
It's huge, yeah, because these double Lincolns somewhat negated by this. Not to mention just the fact you can stun the Abaddon as well as his teammate. Not, well, Abaddon can still pump the borrowed time and then shield the punch. I guess that's kind of like DJ's.
Yeah. And he also went for this Axe Scepter. I tested this recently. Axe Scepter on Abaddon is so unbelievably strong. Together with the Holy Locket, like it triggers every 525 health. And with the talent, you heal about 450 health every missed coil. So you lose like 70 health only.
Yeah. 500 AoE missed.
Insane.
Supports at 25. Okay.
Yeah, I did not expect DJ to be 25. Wait, even Boomy's 25. Tim's is 22. How did that happen?
Like we've seen these 56-minute games. I haven't really seen the supports get 25 in them that often. I'm sure you did in your 100-minute game, but...
Oh my god. Yeah.
May even want to consider selling it for... They boom. He's trying to just wreak havoc to Wind Waker Leshrac. Light Steal's way through this one will go down, and Raven has a triple kill. Splitter onto the high ground, they catch up Tims. Tims dead now as well with buyback. Fnatic making good use of their buybacks to win this fight, potentially secure Roshan. Follow-up, Gabby's not dead, it's a dieback! Oh! Gabs was ready for him! Got him with the character setup, now the puck needs to find a way out. Armel, has he got the damage? He's going to carry this game on his own. He's in 2 versus 4 here. Goes linking back in, wanted DJ, but didn't have the damage to bring him down with the borrowed time being proc. Armel needs to find these kills. That's the only way he can defend, it feels like. Ron's looking for him, trying to catch him with the Yule, I imagine, as Aeon Disc is on cooldown.
And you cannot fight into this pit, gods, against this Leshrac stun. He got stunned like 4 times by it.
Dyer's
But his Rune Clip coming through. Oh, Tims is eating it.
Gotta be careful. He gets the Dark Portrait out.
He's dead.
The game changer. Tims is getting low. Can he keep himself alive? No, he can't. He's dead, and now the tier 4 tower goes down as well as the throne next in line as Armel trying to defend this on his own, but there's nothing he can do. Fnatic, they're gonna take game 1 of this best of 3. They lose the Abaddon. Armel getting another for the scoreboard, but
Waste time to the beat.
Okay. What's dead? Guy top, they have to fight through backdoor protection. Can they do this? I believe they should be able to with the Edict as well as the Luna damage.
Level 25 Edict, no problem, right?
Yeah.
And he bought a Desolator.
Over Fnatic.
A lot closer than we thought it would be. But Fnatic showing once more. how experienced they are there. Buyback usage this game is really what won them the game, I think. Was way better than TNC.